Hey guys, James from James Workshop here, and today we're going through the Christmas battle boxes very quickly. My second take at doing this because I just had a 30-minute video which I'm not cutting down, so we're doing a much faster take on this. First of all, 40k, Emperor's Children, great box. We all knew this is happening. Every single year this happens when there is a new Chaos Primarch coming out, and might be the last Chaos Primarch we have out for a long time. I'm going to need to save some money up before, because I'm going on holidays this year, and I need to save some money up before that so I can buy these battle boxes, because there's a few I'm going to want, and this is going to be one I want to get. And the way I kind of see battle boxes, and maybe you guys will see it the same way, is it's not a box I need to get, it's a box that I might want to open one day if I really want to do this army. Emperor's Children has always been an army I've been keen on, and this is a very good offering. You get the 6 Blade Master guys, whatever they're called, I don't give it, Flawless Blades, I don't care about names of models, and the Noise Marines. Noise Marines are such good models, and Fulgrim himself, great value in this box, great value. Oh, my Space Dwarves. I love you guys so much, but this box is so bad. So, my biggest problem with battle boxes is when there's not a variety of models. I know this box is one of the worst points-wise for the tabletop. We're not a game tabletop channel, so I don't really care about that. It's just the cost of the models that I really care about for the box. But the problem is, in this case, we're getting a lot of the same. We're not getting a big variety. There is technically a variety in here, but it's just too much of the same. It's all Berserkers, right? Almost fully Berserkers. They should have put the Land Fortress in here. They should have changed one of these Berserker squads out. They should, or changed the hero. For sure, they need to change the vehicle out at the minimum. It's just, it doesn't feel good. If you need these models, this box is probably half decent. But from me, on the modeling's perspective, that just likes to like build and paint armies more for the theme of it. It's a bit bland. Russia Stampede. I'm personally still doing my Tyranid army very slowly. I like this box. I will not be buying it, but that's probably because I just don't like the older Tyranid models, and I would hope they're going to replace it. So obviously, these two guys at the front, we've got the Screamer Killer and the Neurotyrant. Good models, great models, up to date. These other models, some are aging more than others, especially this guy on the right, very much aging, does not look modern at all, but dollar-wise, probably a good model. And if you want some big Tyranids, this is a good way to just fill your Tyranid army out. And once again, Tyranids is a big horde army. So, yeah, you need to get what you can. And the fact that we've got a second year in a row of Tyranids for the battle box, good for Tyranid players. Last year's Tyranid box was so much better though. Firesight Cadre. Now, my problem here is, actually no, we'll start with the positive. Love Commander Farsight. Top model, one of the top models in 40k. Fantastic model. The Riptide, once again, fantastic model. Another top vehicle model in 40k. The problem is, it's not, you split this picture in half. It's not these two on the right, it's the rest. You got the broadside and you got the battle suits. Dollar-wise, these guys will never be dollar-wise for the model worth it. This guy alone is like 100 Australian dollars. These other 3 battle suits together are like 100 Australian dollars as well. That's 200 Australian dollars, I guess GW retail price. These 4 models that are, let's be real, they look dated. They're not that great, especially in comparison to these 2 on the right. And then you put this all together, it just feels like a bad box of value. If you needed all of these models and you actually need Commander Farsight, like you need him either for your tabletop or just because you want the model, absolutely get the box. I think it's probably the weakest box on offer for 40k. It's probably one of the best thematically offered boxes, funnily enough, because of how the Commander Farsight lore is with the battle suits and whatnot, but it's unfortunately model-wise one of the weakest. Iron, Halo, Strike Force, the Space Marines, just a good box. You get a captain, you get the company veterans or whatever they're called, company heroes, that's them, and then you get the Sternguard veterans, you get the Hellblasters, and 2, but different, vulnerable dreadnoughts. You get Bastilius, the shooty boy, and then you get the OG. So I said something else. Redemptor dreadnoughts. Apologies, and you get the OG Redemptor. Just a good box. Just a good box. I am looking to work out how I can do a White Scars box, and obviously the Combat Patrol is coming out, which I probably will also pick up. So I'm probably going to skip this, but I'm doing a lot of research now. What new Space Marine army that's going to be a somewhat converted army I'm going to do is, and if it ends up being an army that's more shooty, I might pick this one up. I may pick that one up. I don't think this is probably worth buying, and this box is probably worth buying and sitting on if you know you will eventually get a full army of Space Marines, just because it's a nice variety of troops. These Hellblasters, they didn't have to put them in. They could have just put 5 intercessors in and called it a day, but no, they're like, no, we're putting in a unique model yet again. Just a good box. Good box. Hellforged Warband. I'll be honest, I know sweet F all about the United Chaos Legion, or the Sons of Horus, and then obviously all the other Chaos Legions that aren't aligned to a specific god. I don't know the most about them. Love the Venom Crawler. I don't really like the rest of the models. Unfortunately, because all these guys are firstborn, they haven't had, these guys specifically haven't had their models updated, and we know they exist, but they haven't gone through fully. So you're getting such old models here. Unless you're literally playing the game for the tabletop, or you like the firstborn Space Marine or Chaos Space Marine models, probably not worth it. Krieg, Siege, Platoon, thematically, almost as thematically. Actually, it's as good or almost as good as the Tau one thematically. I like this box. If I was going to get into Imperial Guard, and it was going to be Krieg, I would consider this. They also have their Combat Patrol coming out, and I would do the maths on the differences between this and the Combat Patrol, or which is better. But unfortunately, Imperial Guard forces always have the weakest dollar value to model ratio for these battle boxes, because it's just a horde army, and this is the problem with horde armies, and this is where the Tyranids did it so well, is they just did a Crusher Stampede. They did big models. They needed to put a tank in here to make this really worth it, but regardless, it's still a good box thematically. And the Command Squad, I need to buy this Command Squad just because it's so fantastic. Well, that's it. Oh, that's easy. That is it for 40k. I'm definitely going to try to pick up the Emperor's Children box just to sit on. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Which Battleforce you're most excited for, or if you're not getting any at all. I do think this is a weaker year overall for 40k. Space Marines is good. Emperor's Children's good. Tyranids is technically good just because you're getting a lot of value there. And this box is good if you are playing the game. Otherwise, the rest is kind of a bit weak. Moving on, we have AOS. Now, I don't know anything about AOS except for some of the Soul Blight Gravelords, which is good enough because we have them in here. I'm just going to speak from the perspective of the models. And like I said, I did say technically, I don't like models when there's not a big variety of models. And starting here with the Rat Boys, technically it's basically a lot of the same. I'm going to say I think this box is good from a conversion standpoint. If you are in 40k, because we're going back to 40k, and you want to do a rat conversion of sorts into 40k, this could be a great box for you. And the armored rats, what are they called? Storm Vermin. I think the Storm Vermin are great looking models. So, biased a little bit. I like the models, and it's just a good conversion box. Otherwise, there's lots of good bits and pieces here if you're doing a conversion. Otherwise, I don't know quite shit all about the rats, but if you're an AOS player or a hobbyist, I would probably have preferred them to put in some of the bigger rat models in here, because it feels like it's a lot of small things with one big Gatling gun. Yeah, 50-50 on that one. Oh, the second box I'm going to try and buy. Lancers of the Crimson Keep, the Soul Blight Gravelords. You guys don't understand how many times I've walked into all the hobby shops near me, including the GW store, looked at these Blood Knights and considered buying them. This box comes with 2 boxes of the Blood Knights, so 10 Blood Knights, and then you get Prince Vordray. Oh, what a fantastic box. I've been trying to work out how could I convert this box into 40k. I might just buy this box, sit on it, because I love the Soulblight Gravelords so much. Biased, breaking the rule once again, it's not a big variety, but the models are just such excellent models, and I think this is kind of where you get away with it, if it's all the same models, if the models are so good. And value-wise, dollar-wise for the models, this is an expensive box worth of models here. Obviously, do your own maths, work out what the actual maths is of what this box is versus what you can buy all these models separately. Also, one thing I just noticed, this lance is bent on the model. Jeez, GW, should fix that before you do it. Darkhold Rampage, the Trolls, the Ogres, the Troggoths. I think this is a fun, on-theme box. I don't know very much about this army. It's probably actually one of the armies I know the least amount in AOS, but it just looks like a good box. You can't tell me this is not a good box. And if it is a terrible box dollar-wise, I will be shocked. Conversion-wise, fantastic box. I've seen Troggoths, or whatever the army's called, you know, I've seen these models being converted so much into Imperial Guard conversions or other various conversions. It's just a good box. And it's just nice and fun and wacky. Let me know if this is actually a good box. I have no idea. And our last and certainly least box. This, we are saving the worst for last. This quite literally is the worst box that's being released this year for the Christmas boxes. We've got the Sylvaneth, I can't say their name, the Wood Elves. You've got a shit ton of these Wood Boys down here. You've got a shit ton, looks like 3 squads of these half Wood Elves, half Tree Boys models here. You've got this big wannabe Avatar of Wood Cane here. And then you've got an actual good model, Drycher Hammerdreth here. Dollar-wise, this could be very good value. I have no idea. But, oh my god. This is too much of the same thing. There is 4, let's just say there's 4 different boxes of models here. Realistically. And they've made, I don't know if there's a Horde army, but it looks like a Horde army. There's no variety here. It's just terrible. Drycher, or whatever her name is the only good model here, arguably. This Wood Avatar of Cain guy could be good. But look at the rest of this. This is way too much of the same thing. Terrible box. Terrible box. I think by far the best box overall, for me, is either Space Marines, because it's just good box, Emperor's Children, or Lancers of the Crimson Keep with a dark horse candidate of this Dankhold Rampage. Dankhold Rampage definitely has the best name for the box. Let me know what the best box is in here and if you're getting any boxes. Otherwise, like, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.